Hey, you trying to come over? I have the house to myself. Hannah's gone. Alright, sounds good. See you soon. Franklin's on the way. I should have cleaned up first. Franklin, that was quick. Come on in. It's Franklin. Many of your favorites. First things first, don't attempt. Subscribe if you're new. But we're going to spend some time with Franklin, the West African Gaboon viper. My wife is out of town for her cousin's wedding, so I have the house to myself. So you know what that means? Snakes come out to play. They get to come inside. So we're going to let Franklin cruise around a bit. But I do want to say to Anna and Jack, congratulations. Love y'all so much. And yeah, let's get some footage of Franklin hopefully doing the caterpillar crawl. She's pretty nervous, so hopefully she doesn't just panic. If she panics, this is going to be a pretty short video. We'll see. So for this part of the video, it's using my phone, but I decided to get the actual camera out to get some footage, so that's going to be coming up next. So the quality is about to improve drastically. Now I'm going to have some music playing, but I'm going to do some voiceover to at least throw out some information. But with Franklin, she's very nervous. So any movement, even if it's slight, will cause her to panic. So I had to be very still. So now it's time to get the actual camera out and watch the shift in quality. So while using this actual camera, there's a macro lens on it, which is a lens that zooms in very close. It focuses on like one specific spot. So it's hard to get these snakes in focus. With Franklin, it's a little easy since she just sits there. But with any of the snakes, even a slight movement causes it to get out of focus. But look, you see those horns right there? Now this is a West African Gaboon viper. There's also an East African Gaboon viper. But the West African has these horns. The East African doesn't. So that's one difference between them. They used to be a subspecies of each other. So it was the East African, I believe the West African was the subspecies, but now they're two separate species. Another visible difference is that triangle under the eye. In the East African, it's divided in two. There's a little stripe between the black pattern. So it's kind of like two triangles. So this is what I was waiting for. She's starting to do it now. It's called rectilinear locomotion. It's when they move in the straight line, similar to a caterpillar. And this type of movement is what makes people believe that they're slow, sluggish, but they can move quick. I've showed some demonstration of how quick they can move when they get scared. But yeah, I capture some more coming up, but right there she started to do it. But this incredible pattern, one of the most beautiful patterns in the snake world, in my opinion. So on the forest floor, among the leaf litter, these blend right in. If it was right in front of you, you can't even see it. It just blends in perfectly. But look how incredible this is. So I want you to notice this eye movement. You see that? Now when these are ambush predators, they sit there and wait for prey to pass by. There's something they do, and it's believed that they do it to lure in prey. They'll twitch their eye, wiggle it around quickly, and it's believed to be used sort of as a lure. Movement, something to capture the prey's attention to come closer. I guess I might as well mention the things that they're most known for, which is the size of their fangs. Longest fangs in the venomous snake world, up to 2 inches long, they claim. Now, I've never seen one over, I'd say, 1.5 inches is the longest, out of massive, full-grown adults, 5 foot plus. So, I don't know if there's actually been one that's been 2 inches or if it's exaggerated. But yeah, massive fangs. They also strike incredibly fast. And you see how she appears sluggish. She can strike any direction, flip over her back, do all kinds of crazy moves like a ninja. But look at this rectilinear locomotion. Look at that. It's incredible. But back to their strike. Now, these snakes will hold in their poop for even up to 6 months or more. And it's believed to be used as an anchor point to enable this fast strike. I forget words sometimes. But yeah, these are just amazing snakes. Incredible. And these aren't pit vipers. Probably should have mentioned that earlier. These are true vipers. They don't have pits. They just have nostrils. So when you see the front of her face again, if there's some more of that coming up, you'll notice just nostrils, no pits. And another really cool behavior with feeding that I forgot to mention is when they strike their prey, they'll lift their head up off the ground, holding the prey off the ground so that the prey can't get traction on the ground and escape. It's just amazing. Now at this point, I brought a chair out and was just sitting there waiting. Took probably close to 10 minutes before she started moving. She was just sitting there, and then she started to move, so I started recording. Look how cool this is. It just never gets old. Compared to sidewinding, I'd say probably sidewinding is my favorite type of movement, but this is a close second. This might even be my favorite. I don't know why I keep saying favorites, because they're both just awesome ways of movement. But what about you? Do you like the rectilinear caterpillar type movement or the sidewinding? Which one's coolest to you? Or just the typical snake movement? So Franklin's actually such a goofball. I guess the initial plan was to just record her cruising around the whole basement, but she would go to the edge of the black background or backdrop, and just turn around and do it again. Just kept going back and forth. She's just a goofball. Well, I hope y'all enjoyed spending time with Franklin. Did you enjoy her visit? Look at her, so beautiful. Little slug, little caterpillar. I'm gonna get the footage I got on the actual camera on the computer, get it put together, get this uploaded. But subscribe for more. Big shout out to my channel members. And if you'd like to support, click the description. Links to merch, Instagram. You can become a channel member if you'd like. But I'll be back very soon. Love y'all.